Have you ever walked past an empty supermarket space and remembered when it used to be full of life? Bright lights, busy aisles, workers in blue uniforms. Now imagine this. That supermarket once ruled East Africa, over 60 branches, thousands of employees, billions of shillings in revenue, and today, it doesn't exist. This is the rise and fall of Nakumatt Supermarkets, a Kenyan giant, a family empire, and a warning every business owner needs to hear. Welcome to Kenya Business Explained, where we break down the real stories behind Kenyan businesses, the rise, the fall, and the lessons every Kenyan needs to know. Long before mega malls, before shopping carts and loyalty cards, Nakumatt began as something very small. In the 1950s and 60s, in the quiet town of Nakuru, the Shah family ran a modest shop. It wasn't glamorous, it didn't sell imported goods, it sold mattresses. That's it, mattresses. The name Nakumatt literally came from Nakuru mattresses. No grand vision, no corporate strategy, just survival and hard work. Like many Asian families in post-colonial Kenya, the Shah family believed in one thing above all else: hard work. As leadership passed to the next generation, one name became central to Nakumatt's future: Atul Shah. Educated, ambitious, forward-thinking. He didn't just see a shop, he saw a supermarket. He believed Kenya's growing middle class wanted more choice, better quality, and modern shopping experiences. In the late 1980s and 1990s, Nakumatt transformed from Nakuru to Nairobi, from mattresses to groceries, electronics, clothing, everything under one roof. Self-service shopping, wide aisles, bright lights. Shopping at Nakumatt wasn't just buying food, it was a lifestyle. The 1990s and early 2000s were explosive. Branches opened rapidly: Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, then beyond Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda. Prime mall locations, massive stores, long operating hours. Nakumatt introduced loyalty cards, imported goods, and modern retail standards. At its peak, Nakumatt had over 60 branches and thousands of employees. It wasn't just a supermarket, it was a symbol of Kenyan ambition. Nakumatt operated one of its flagship stores inside Westgate shopping mall. Then tragedy struck. A terrorist attack shook the nation. Lives were lost, families were shattered, Kenya mourned. Westgate, once a symbol of modern Kenyan life, became a place of pain. For Nakumatt, operations were disrupted, infrastructure was damaged, consumer confidence was shaken. The business survived the moment, but the shock exposed something deeper. Even giants are fragile. Behind the bright lights, Nakumatt had a dangerous problem. It was growing too fast. Huge stores, prime locations, very high rent. To fund expansion, Nakumatt relied heavily on supplier credit. Suppliers were paid late, months late, sometimes years late. In simple terms, suppliers became the bank. The business looked successful, but cash flow was weak. Growth was happening. Profitability was not. By the mid-2010s, the trouble was impossible to hide. Shelves began to empty, customers noticed, suppliers complained publicly, employees faced delayed salaries, banks tightened credit, landlords demanded rent. Still, management pushed forward, too big to fail. Between 2016 and 2018, everything collapsed. Nakumatt owed over 30 billion Kenyan shillings to suppliers and lenders. Rescue attempts failed, partnerships collapsed, trust was gone. Branches closed one by one, workers lost jobs, suppliers lost livelihoods. Nakumatt, once a giant, was finished. The Shah family stepped away from the spotlight. Legal battles followed. Questions of governance, transparency, and accountability remained. Spaces once filled by Nakumatt were taken over by competitors. An era had ended. Nakumatt's story teaches us powerful lessons. Growth without cash flow is dangerous. Family businesses need strong governance. Suppliers are partners, not banks. And size does not equal strength. In business, how you grow matters more than how fast you grow. Nakumatt was not just a business. It was a dream, a legacy, and a lesson. If you found this story valuable, like this video, share it with a fellow Kenyan, and subscribe to Kenya Business Explained. Because every rise and every fall has a lesson worth learning.